Right. So as continuation of our testing techniques, today we'll discuss white box testing techniques. So what is white box testing techniques? So completely based on the internal logic or code. Internal logic or code, you will test it. You should have a knowledge on the internal logic of the applications code, and you will prepare a test case based on the coverage of statements, branches, paths, conditions. So all this we are going to see in the white box testing. So white box testing also called structural testing or glass box testing. So you will mostly focus on the inside the box. That means in the back end, what code written, you are going to see in detail. That's the white box testing means. So white box testing is a car mechanic, he will take internal structure of car engine to repair it. So because he knows that, not external behavior, he will just focus on more on internal parts and how it is structured. That's the example. So here car unit is the application under test. Just I'm giving example. Car, for example, car you are testing. So it will be, that is the application name or product. The user is the black box tester. So the mechanic is the white box tester. The user who is using the car is a black box tester. So when you get a problem, who is going to fix and repair the car is the mechanic. So now here, so the mechanic knows in and out. So basically, what is the code inside the structure, you will come to know. So that's the white box testing. Basically, white box testing focuses on the code. So why you are going to do white box testing? Why you are going to do that? White box testing is basically, so all independent paths within the module, you will be tested at least once. So logical decisions will be tested with the true or false conditions. All loops are executed at their boundaries. So this is all code related, but don't worry if you don't understand also. So this is not much important. Mainly as a manual tester, you will focus on the black box testing. Yesterday we discussed already. And so what skills you require for white box testing? So you should have a programming logic. So you should know the specification and the code to be tested. So what to test, and you should have a complete programming knowledge if you want to do the white box testing. There are different types are there. Basis path testing or structure testing. It is one of the white box testing technique. So this will check the control flow graph of program to find out the set of linearly independent paths of the execution. Let me show you that. If you go to our blog, there is a control structures. See, this is the one. The linear paths, and so where it will go. If it is a false, it will go this path. If it is a true, it will go this path. And then code will execute. So this is all the paths linearly how it is going, that you can check. So this is the path. So this one side and this is the another side, and this flow chart you can check. So that kind of flow charts will be there in this basis path testing. So statement coverage. Statement coverage means how many lines of code to executed by your automation test cases. That's a statement coverage. Basically, white box testing is nothing but a functional testing only, but automation. So you are learning automation. So that automation part is the white box testing. So number of statements exercised by total number of statements in your application code. Multiply by 100 if you do, you'll get a statement coverage. So decision coverage. So decision means nothing but a while loop, for loop. So case statement. These are all the. So number of decision outcomes exercised by total number of decision outcomes. Multiply by 100 if you do, you will get a decision coverage. So that's all about white box testing techniques. But how can you measure? So your developer has written a code, so many lines of code, so many loops, if else conditions, and all different code he has written. But how you will test that with automation? So to measure that, we have a code coverage metric. So code coverage is another metric, so which helps to understand how much of your source is tested. It's very useful metric. It is going to help you assess the quality of your test suite. So that means your automation test cases, when you execute on the application, how much code is executed, you will get a report. That report is called code coverage report. So automatically, once you run, there are some tools. They will give you a report automatically. How many lines of code executed, which block executed, which function executed or not. That will be calculated by tools. That is code coverage. So you should have a better code coverage. So if your code coverage is less, they won't accept. They won't allow you to match the code, new code. So that's why you have to write automation test cases properly to cover each and every line and every function, every loops, if else conditions you are going to check and test them by your automation code. So that's all about white box testing. Other than that, we don't want much. So these are the tools. For Java, you have a Jacaco, Cobertura. These are the code coverage tools. JavaScript, you have Istanbul, Blanket.js, PHP unit, coverage.py for Python. If you're using Python code coverage, how can you get? With this tool. PHP unit. JavaScript, these are the two tools you can use. And Java, these are the two tools you can use. So that's all about, you can just go to between black box and white box testing. So just go through here, that is not much. So what is a gray box testing? So gray box testing is nothing but the combination of black box and white box testing techniques is called gray box testing. That's it. Who is having a knowledge of functional UI testing and automation testing? So both, who is having, that person is called gray box tester. That's all about white box testing techniques. And let's move on the most important one, test case design. This is the crucial. Here you need to focus more. So what is a test case means? We have seen test plan, We have seen test plan and test strategy differences. And now let's see test case means what. So basically test case is another document. So in that you will do an action. You will input a data. Then you will perform the action. Then you will expect the response. So that response is going to check, is going to test the software is working properly or not. So if a feature of software is working correctly or not, you can check. So that is the this test case means. So otherwise, another way you can define test case is a description of what to be tested, what data to be given, what actions to be done to check the actual result against the expected result. So what are the items of a test case? So what fields will be there in the test case document? So test case number, first column, test case number only you have to give. Then test case name, requirement number, test data, precondition, description, expected result, actual result, status pass or fail, remarks, defect ID. So these are all the fields will be there in the test case document. So can this test case are reusable? Yes. Test cases can be reusable. So test cases can be reusable. So you can use this test case for functionality testing purpose, performance testing purpose, and unit integration and system regression testing purpose. All these different types of testings you can perform with these test cases if you have a test cases. So how can you say a test case is a good test case? So you're designing the test case. How can you say it is a good test case? So a good test case always should catch the bug if there is a bug in that area. So the primary characteristic of a test case is it should catch the bug if there is a bug in that area. So test case should start with what you are testing. Test case should be independent. Test case should be uniform. And these are the characteristics of any test case. So that all the test case should be traceable to the requirements. Okay, particular test case belongs to which requirement? You should tell that. So old test case should be cleared off and duplicated. So if any duplicate test cases, old test cases, duplicate test cases, you clear. So clear them. So that's the test cases means. So whatever the test case you are writing, it should be executable. You should check that. If it is not executable, delete it. If you are not able to execute, that's not a proper test case, right? It's not a proper test case. Should be executable. So this is the sample requirement document. You can just watch this. And if you want, you can write the test cases also for this. So sample requirement document I have provided here. So this is the requirement document. So this is how it will be, requirement document. And all your requirements will be mentioned here clearly. So this is the entire system design. Okay. And then these are the requirements. So use cases wise, this is the use case means a scenario. So login use case. See, these are all the requirements. So see, can you see here? Requirements 1, requirement 2, requirement 3, 4, 5, like that. and also alternative flows. Basic flow, this one, no? Positive flow. And this the alternative flow means negative scenarios. So pre-conditions and post-conditions, some business rules. So you have to write that. So this is the login user means, like register user, register preferences, place order by sales agent, charge customer, bill customer, request assistant. So these are all the different use cases. So they will give you requirements like this, and you have to write the test cases. That is the crucial. So to write those test cases, so we are going to follow some standard test case ID, preconditions, test case name, test data, description or steps. The description means or steps means, okay, from beginning to till end of that requirement, what are all the steps you will follow? Each test case. Those steps you have to write. So expected result will be as per the requirement document. When you will fill this actual result to status of these things, only when your execution time only you will fill these fields, these 3 fields. But remaining all the fields in the test case design time you will give them. So that is the how test case document will be prepared and who will prepare. The tester must prepare that. Okay, any questions here? Okay. So these are the some of the open cart application test cases are there. I'll put it here. So usability test cases. See, these are all usability test cases. This is common for any application. You have to test all of them when you're executing some application. 1 minute. Yeah, I'm back. So any application you are testing, you have to test these UI test cases, we call them. UI test cases means first test case, you have to check the spelling in every screen. So anywhere the content is there, spelling mistake should not be present in the web pages. So color uniqueness in the screens. So you should maintain same color. Okay, so should not be different color. Okay. See, color uniqueness, all are same. So that's color uniqueness should be maintained. That's a second test case. Font uniqueness. See that? Font is same for all. See here also, font is same. Same. So that font uniqueness also they should maintain. The size uniqueness. the size. For example, you see, can you see here the size? This edit box control. The control size is same, in the same line it is. So declared, and this also size is same. So that is the size of your elements and everything, see, in the same order, same size. So that is the size uniqueness also, it should be matter. Verify init cap. Init cap means the first letter should be in cap letter when you are starting a sentence. So that is the common in the entire application. They should maintain that. Alignment. So alignment should be proper. If alignment is not good, and so you can basically you can just tell that that's a bug if alignment is not proper. If alignment is not proper, you can create a bug. So it should be clearly aligned, properly aligned. So let me show you in one of alignment issues in our blog. There are so many alignment issues are there. Let me show you one alignment issue in our blog. So now this is then the properly ordered, right? Here till here only. So now see here, once it started and so the alignment is how it is. See. So the alignment, everything is still here, but it is going beyond that. That is one issue. This is the alignment is not proper. Then you can create a bug for that. So alignment is not proper. You can create a bug for that. So that alignment issues, see, this is the border, but it is going beyond the border. So all such kind of issues, you can report it. See, this is also. So all are going beyond the borders. So those are called alignment issues. Okay. So that is the issues. You can report a bug. Next. Name spacing uniqueness in every screen. So between the different labels, proper same space should maintain. Space uniqueness between controls. So this is the control means these are the controls. These are the controls. See, the same space they are going to maintain. Same space they are maintaining. So that is called so space uniqueness they have to maintain. Contrast in between controls. So different controls are there. You can distinguish with the so different thing with the by seeing the different colors. So that's a color contrast. You can see that. And grouping and also all same group of things you can place it to one place. So that is called grouping. So you can logical all the elements you can group at one place. And also scroll bars. See, when there is a huge space is there, you want to move up and down. So you need a scroll bar. So this is the scroll bars, horizontal and vertical. These are the scroll bars. So make sure that scroll bars are present if the page length is too high. Okay, so that's one thing. And next one is the correctness of image icons. So make sure the image icons are properly placed. So if you go here, home page, so the images are properly placed here. In some places, the images are not going to be placed properly. So that is this is the images, right? These are placed properly. So that images are properly placed or not, you need to check. That's a common test cases. These are all tool tips. So you need to find out the tool tips. So tool tips is nothing but, let me show you tool tips. See, when I mouse over on this, see, you're getting in the small box below the text, right? That is called tooltip. The tooltip you are getting or not, you need to check it wherever required. So any abbreviations are there, you have to make it a clear observations, full forms or shortcuts. So verify shortcut keys in the keyboard. Maybe you can send the keys to the web page elements. Verify the formats. Verify help documents. So help documents are present or not, you can check. So that is this usability test case or UI test cases. So this is the UI test cases we call them. Okay. So those UI test cases, common, it won't change. Application to application, it won't change. So these are common. Anywhere you can go, these test cases are called UI or usability test cases. You can execute them, basically. Okay. Any questions? Okay. Now let's go. Okay. So these are the different softwares test cases, ATM test cases. So how to write. I have given some test cases here. Go through them. That really helps you. You all know ATM how. So you anything you need to see the object. When you know how you will use, when you don't know how you will use, and different persons how they will use, you have to think all those combinations and you need to test it. So don't think only in your perspective only. That's not the testing. So you have to test different combinations. That is what the test case means. You will write all positive, negative test cases here. That's a test case means. Test case is not a simple one-liner. So you will just write like this, but verify card insertion. That means you are checking whether you can insert the card or not. For this test case, you will insert the card. Verify operation with the wrong angle of card insertion. Try that. Wrong angle if you insert, it should not insert. Verify operation with invalid card inserted. Maybe scratches on the card, Tracken card, other bank cards, time expired cards. All this, if you do that, and it should not accept. So language selection. So you choose the language, English or Spanish or Telugu or Kannada, Urdu, whatever it is. So what language you want to see on the screen of ATM. So you can choose the language. So try both, whatever the language options. You have all language options while testing. You have to test whether your screen is showing in that language or not. That's a localization testing or internationalization testing, we call that. The entire screen should change to that language format. And verify operation with wrong pins. So you try to enter correct pin and wrong pins. So let's see how it behaves. And verify operation when pin is entered wrongly 3 consecutive times. So verify account type selection. So verify operation when wrong account type is selected. Verify withdrawal option. Verify amount entry when so you have a balance, this one, but you are entering less than that, it should accept. More than that, it should not accept. So verify operation with wrong denomination of amount. Verify withdrawal operation success. So like correct amount, correct receipt, able to take cards back. All this, you can check that. So verify operation when the amount for withdrawal is less than possible. So verify operation when the network has a problem. So verify operation when ATM is lack of amount. So verify operation when the amount for withdrawal is less than the minimum amount. And you complete the per day limit, then try to withdraw the amount. What will happen? You see that. Then greater than the number of limit, you try it out. So then cancel button validations. So you can check, verify cancel after inserting the card, verify cancel after language selection, verify cancel after PIN number entry, verify cancel after account type selection. So verify cancel after withdrawal option selection, verify cancel after amount entry. So this you are validating the cancel button, whether it is working or not. So these are all the combination of test cases you will write. That's what the test cases means. It's not just a simple writing one-liner. So you have to think so many test cases you will get based on the application or product. ATM is one software. ATM is one software. It's not just the physical machine. Inside you have a software. Okay, so like that you can test even mobile, laptop, anything you can test. They can give any kind of thing. And think about and tell me some pen test cases for pen. Try it out. So you first of all you think what is the objective of that product or whatever it is. Anything, first think, okay, what is the purpose of this? Why do you need this? You question yourself, then you will get answer automatically. Then how you will use that? Then how we can use different ways.